This is a new series that I'm starting. It's called Warnings for Women. And it's what women ought to know about life and about themselves and our current society, okay? I don't think that women today, especially young women, are warned about the dangers that they're facing that can make their life a ruin. This is the first video. The single greatest thing that women should be warned about is the fact that they are so compliant, that they are so high in agreeableness. You know, the big 5 personality traits, they're summed up in the acronym OCEAN, O-C-E-A-N. Openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. This is standard psychology, right? And these big 5 personality traits, well, they are different for different groups of people. And in fact, the difference between men and women is noticeable. Women are noticeably higher in agreeableness. Now, what is agreeableness? It's the willingness to comply to a group. Yeah, it's the unwillingness to go against other people individually or other groups of people, especially other groups of people. Women want to comply to the group at all costs, and this is their Achilles heel. Yeah, because women, young women most especially, they want to fit in with their social group, whatsoever that social group may be. No matter how insane that social group might be, women want to comply desperately. They want to fit in because they're high in agreeableness. Of course, this is the average, right? And we all think that we're not average. We're above the average, right? But that's not true, okay? You, young woman, looking at this video, watching this video rather, look at yourself in the mirror, hand to heart. How high are you in agreeableness? How willing are you to comply with your group? How willing are you to sort of like set aside your doubts about what the group is doing and just sort of like go along with the group? No matter how wrong what the group is actually doing, you want to go along with them. You don't want to make waves, Tell me, true or false? You're a normal woman. Most women are normal, they're average, by definition, of course. Most women, the average of women, are high in agreeableness. They will drown their misgivings about some particular course of action and follow what the group is doing. The group can be going right off the cliff. A young woman can know that the group is going right off the cliff, right? Maybe she even says so, but what does she do? She goes with the group. She goes right off the cliff with all the other lemmings, yeah? That's what happens. And you, a young woman, you're hopefully fairly smart or smart enough, realize this is your Achilles heel. You will go along with the group unless you are awake, unless you realize what's going on, unless you pay attention to what people are doing, and decide, no, I'm not going to go off the cliff with all the other lemmings. All these other women, I like them. I like the social group very much. I want to belong to the social group, but I'm not going to go off a cliff. I'm not going to do what all the other women or all the other people in this particular social group are doing. I'm going to stand up for myself. This is what you have to do, and it's exceptionally difficult for women in particular because they are so high in agreeableness. Being high in agreeableness, by the way, is, well, not your fault. You've been raised it, or not even raised by it, no. It's evolution that has put this high-level agreeableness in your soul. Yeah, because of what happened in the past, and this is true, you can look it up, don't take my word for it. What happened in the past was that women, a lot of times, were stolen from one tribe by another tribe. A tribe that had more men and not enough women, they would go and steal a woman. I'm talking in the prehistory. They would steal women from the other tribe and maybe kill all the other men and just take the fertile women and steal them. And rape them. Yeah. And what was the woman supposed to do in such circumstances? Her old tribe, they're all dead. And now she's with this new tribe. What's she going to do? Resist? No, she's not going to resist. She's going to try to get along with this new group. She has to, because if she doesn't go along with this new group, they will kill her. That's what will happen. And so because of evolution, because all the women who did resist were killed off, well, the women who complied, the women who basically changed allegiances to this new tribe, they survived, they had children of their own. That's why women are more agreeable. It's an ugly truth. I'm not saying it's not, but it is the truth. That's why women are so high in compliance. Yeah. Today, in a modern society, it's very easy to fall into a tribe, a group, a set of friends, a social environment, a network of people in social media, whatnot, and try to comply with that group. It's built into you as a young woman. I mean, think of middle school, right? You wanted to comply with the group. You wanted to be in with all the other girls, especially the cool girls, right? And you tried to be like them. Whatsoever they were doing, you tried to do that thing, dress like them, wear the same makeup as them, and wear your hair or whatnot, get the same clothes and same backpacks and all that kind of crap, right? You did that in middle school. And later, a little bit older, you're a bit embarrassed, right? You're a bit embarrassed that you jumped through all these hoops to comply with what the other girls were doing. But the thing is, see, you might be a few years older, right? This might have happened when you were like 13 or 14 or 15. And now that you're 22, 25, maybe you think that you're a little bit different. Yeah, you're a little bit different, but not by a hell of a lot. Not by a hell of a lot. And a lot of times you're surrendering your ability to analyze a situation in order to comply with the group, whatsoever group you might happen to belong in at that time when you're 25. You're doing the exact same thing that you did when you were in junior high, only at a higher level. Notice your clothes. Notice your profession. Notice your political opinions. Are they genuinely yours, or are you mimicking the other people of your social environment in order to fit in? Tell me the truth now. Yeah? Tell me the truth. It's Uncle Gonzo here. You can tell me the truth. Yeah? You can tell me the truth or tell yourself the truth. You don't have to tell anybody else. I'm not asking you to stand out there in public and say, hey, I defy you. I'm not going to be like you. I'm going to be my own woman. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you simply to look in the mirror and ask yourself the question, am I truly an independent woman who has her own thoughts, her own ideas, or am I following the group? You gotta fight that. You gotta fight that with all you've got. Yeah. Because it will lead you off a cliff. And in point of fact, in our contemporary society, and I'll be discussing this in future videos, see, contemporary society is screwing women over big time. You won't realize it. You won't realize it now. You're young, you know, you're, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 maybe. But when you're 40, when you're 50, you will realize the horror of your life. And you will realize that during your 20s and 30s, you complied with other people, with what the zeitgeist was selling you. And all of a sudden you're 50 and you're alone. You have no career. You're not very well off. You might even be poor and desperate. And you will have a loneliness that knows no bounds. And there will be nothing in your future except just an empty desert of a life because of what the society was telling you now when you're in your 20s or maybe your 30s. What the society today is telling you that you should aspire to. What the society today is asking you to comply with. In other videos I'm going to do in this series, I'm going to be talking about the educational establishment, I'm going to be talking about the work environment, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things. But I want you, as a young woman watching this video, to understand that compliance, agreeableness, is your Achilles heel. And you have to get over it. You have to fight that instinct to fit in with all the people in your social group. It'll be the end of you. And once you gain independence, because it's inevitable, we grow up, we mature, and inevitably we gain more independence and free thought, and we think for ourselves, right? If you gain this too late, after you've frittered away and thrown your life away, and you have nothing to show for it, it'll be a horror of a life. You have to get over this notion of fitting in, of agreeableness, of not making waves. You have to get over it now while you still can, and look at the life that you are being told to live. Look at the life that everybody else claims that you should want, but does not satisfy you, does not make you happy. This is the first in a video series, I'll catch you next time. But keep this in mind.